just hang out on the home screen of my Nintendo Switch and wait and see.
I mean, it obviously be easier to just pop into Monster Hunter, but
That is true. F-Zero X.
Jordan will make it. So if you go Junior Man. Excuse me. Wow, that's loud.
Yeah, you're excused.
Thank you. I don't have to stop in the middle of a road in Carmel anymore.
I'm sorry? What's happening in Carmel, Indiana?
That's what I did the last time.
Oh, right, Jesus. Hello, Jordan.
Crunk Boys. It's the oily boy.
Yep, it's me.
Now that everyone is here, potentially, just want you to go ahead and see what happened on the 20th anniversary of 9/11 in a baseball game.
Oh, they're excited for Nick Castellanos hitting a home run into, I don't know, someone. It is the Reds.
Did you send it?
In 7-8 weeks.
What is this?
Breaking Boyd. Oh, Castellanos clubs into the bullpen.
No.
To
Lord,
deep left field.
Okay, 2-0.
No, it made it a 4-0 ball game.
Oh, you're right.
God.
You can't. You can't.
Nick Castellanos is undefeated.
You cannot.
Like, sure, the Reds have lost games, but Nick hasn't been party to any of those.
Oh, Castellanos clubs into the bullpen.
I want to say first off that I did not know that involved Nick Castellanos.
Neither did I. I thought
So
that was the way.
One, I called it, and two, I am more and more convinced every day that Nick Castellanos is going to hit his final home run on the day of the apocalypse.
Or the dissolution of the United States.
One of those, yeah. Like, it really can't be anything else. Honestly, the dissolution of the United States is probably too small.
I feel like we're in the middle
right.
of a very slow apocalypse, though.
That is true.
He's kind of hit all of them during the apocalypse, if that makes sense.
Dissolution of the United States is too small. Like, maybe first contact with aliens. Either way, good or bad, that could be it. The ascension of the one world government.
I mean, that could be good or bad.
Yeah, that also could be good or bad.
Let's just start with Monster Hunter to do something.
All right, yeah.
Right.
And if Owen specifically says we can't do something, we could switch if we want.
Do you mind if we do a few farm runs just for some extra cash?
I don't care.
Sure.
Because I have created a lobby.
All right.
Passcode 333333333.
Wrong.
Am I?
Am I wrong? Thinking that we could be something for real. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Hello?
Modern music.
I love music, especially when it's modern.
That's strange. My game wouldn't read my game card, even though it was definitely in there.
That's interesting.
All right, so it's a known issue. I figured it, like, just some weird disconnect, I guess. I had pulled it out and put it back in, and it worked fine, but there's definitely, like, this very, like, sudden panic of, like, I have, like, 2 game cards. Did somebody take this?
Yeah, for some reason it does that to me sometimes, too. It's usually if I've had one thing in there for a long time and then switch it with something else.
You can't possibly only be wanting to play this game. We're just going to assume that there's a problem here.
Please play another game. I, Nintendo, am begging you. But also, if Owen isn't here, maybe we could just, instead of doing money grinding, do, like, actual hard hunts.
That's also true. What are you wearing?
My grinding set, and I made it fucking neon.
Nice.
It's just... Where'd you go? Oh, shit.
Where'd you go?
I've lost him.
I'm also excited for Matrix.
It's so small. How did we do this?
I followed you into the smithy, and then you left, I guess?
I immediately left. Oh shit, did you just leave?
I just left.
No! Okay,
Oh,
okay.
stay.
It's just the leather armor, but very, very, very neon.
Wow. Yeah, you can really
I'm visible.
get shit right.
This is the global signifier to when I'm exploring the flooded forest, for example, that I am a non-combat unit.
It's like that's more like it looks more like you're a Taco Bell unit.
Yeah, no, I'm a non-combat Taco Bell unit.
Okay.
Where are you guys right now?
Nowhere.
See this? All right, so that's
I will refrain from the change.
oof.
Hello, would you like some crunch wraps?
I would. I prefer burritos, but
Do
I
you
definitely
want a
want a
chalupa?
I'll take a chalupa and a burrito supreme and
Is a burrito supreme a real thing?
I think so. A Baja Blast.
Sorry, we don't actually sell just chalupas anymore.
Oh, what do I have to get
it?
a chalupa?
You have to ask an unholy hybrid of chalupa and something else.
Oh,
You've evolved.
in that case, I'll just do a thing of those like cinnamon snacks and a lemonade, and also a Baja Blast.
You think we have lemonade? You
Uh,
think we have beverage that isn't Baja Blast?
you're right. What was I thinking? Just give me 3 Baja Blasts, and I'll get out of your hair.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'll take a Baja Blast and Baja Blast and Baja Blast.
We've got Baja Blast, Brown Baja Blast, other Brown Baja Blast.
I hate
And,
hate these words.
We've got the Baja Blast that looks like the normal Mountain Dew color, but it is just Baja Blast.
Well, I'll take 2 of the browns, 1 of the other brown, and a regular Baja Blast.
I've heard that Jom's got the blasts that you crave.
Look, I don't care who's got my Baja Blast as long as I walk out of here with 4 more Baja Blasts.
I had Jordan, I was like, are you in Indy right now?
Yes.
I was like 3/4 of the way to your place because the frickin' Arby's by us
Oh,
was closed due to staffing issues,
Yep.
which they didn't have a sign that said that. Some lady was just driving around the parking lot saying, "We're closed. We don't have enough staff."
seems odd that they're paying that person to do that thing. I hope.
They better be. Unless that was Arby themselves.
I still need like 2 more Valstrax claws.
And so you went to the one on Keystone?
So yeah, I went to the one at Keystone, which is way farther away.
Yeah. I need to go to Arby's sometime. Arby's is like the only Arby's is like the only fast food where I actually look at it and think like, yeah, I actually want to eat this.
It's pretty good. We got a coupon for like the family meal,
They've got the beef,
which is like $12 or whatever, and it's definitely like 5 people's worth of food, but
Made from real families.
Do I not have a fucking Valstrax quest?
Let's level you up to get the Valstra. Have you fought a Teostra even? No, you're locked at level 40. You haven't even.
That is my current urgent quest. Should we finally do that quest for me?
Probably.
I've had this urgent for like dead ass 3 months.
Pretty much.
I remember.
You would probably be like HR 100 by now.
Oh, most definitely.
Also, Tim, we really need to get together sometime. I mean, I think we'll probably be together next weekend, but
Yeah, hook
Yeah,
up.
I know.
we need to go grab a beer sometime in the near future or do it like something.
I very much strongly agree with that.
Yeah, so
Because you're around a lot more consistently now, right?
yeah, I don't know. I was gonna mention that sometime next couple of days, but I mean, like I said, we might end up. I'll probably at least go to what's it called, Gen Con for at least one day, so we can hang out then. But
Uh,
Oh, right,
It's the
that's
beginning.
next weekend.
yeah,
Right. So, what we figured out is that Haley's like, she's going to get her pass from the guy who runs the music thing she's doing. So she is like going to get 2 passes, as far as we know.
all right.
And I don't think. Oh, I think
That's
it
just
would
a little
be. It would be weird if she had to pick up 2 at the same time, but I think she only has to pick up the one, and then she's going to be given the other one. So
All right.
we'll see.
I definitely can't do anything on Thursday. I have a test on Friday, so
Yeah, that's fine.
I figured that by Friday would be the earliest I do anything, and by that point, she should have both passes, and we can see if we can attempt it. Like,
Mhm.
if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's worth a shot. I figure. Like, Gen Con is just the laxest security.
Yeah, like you obviously can't pick up a badge that's not yours, or it would be like kind of difficult to. But
Yeah,
no one is going to look at your badge and be like, "That guy's name probably isn't Haley Stevenson."
Haley's a name that I could see being a guy's name.
Yeah.
At least it's not like Tiffany or something.
Oh,
Owen's getting on.
quick,
Quick!
Jordan, ready up.
Oh yeah, did someone get
I did not.
I got Moxie because it wasn't available. We're not gonna fucking quadruple cart to a Teostra. It's fine.
all right.
Did you?
I've fought 10 billion of these because they're one of 6 monsters in world.
I just realized I got specialist for a raw weapon. So actually, let me switch.
Wait, oh,
Okay. It's okay.
meet
I'm
up with
on my way.
us. You and Jordan must have hit it at the same time because I heard the bell
Yeah.
and instantly hit the button.
Yeah.
He checked it off like a second before I checked it on. But yeah, it'll be neat. I was definitely kind of going back and forth on even going to Gen Con just with the whole like, I am extremely afraid of like disease, but
Is there a
More I thought about
disease?
no, it's just all in my head.
Huh.
A bit of a hypochondriac.
Zombie.
Disease,
In my head.
disease.
In my head. But like the more I looked at it, the more it's just like, oh, like my chances of any sort of serious disease is essentially like 0.01%.
Right, and
So
they do have a mask requirement at Gen Con.
yeah,
I have to assume they will enforce that.
yeah. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I'm sure I'm fine. I want to like actually do something.
Like, I do wish they did go the full 9 yards and require vaccinations like they threatened to do, because it's still worth doing.
Yeah,
But, you know.
I don't know.
At least there
It's I don't know. At this point, like, I don't know how much. Yeah, they should, but like, I'm not gonna freak out about it. I don't have the energy to be worried about it.
pretty much.
Yeah, so I think that'll be neat. So I'll definitely go on Friday afternoon, and I'll hang out there Saturday, and then I don't know if I'll end up going Sunday. I'll have like a test on Tuesday, I think. So
Yeah, so because Haley agreed to do this performance thing, there are a couple events that she signed up for that she just can't do or could only go to like part of. So I would have to look at my schedule again, but there could be something that we could do together instead of Haley and I, because she'll be performing.
all right, yeah, if there is, let me know. I like, given kind of the way we're doing this, I don't know what the feasibility of me doing any like events are. I figure out probably mostly just hanging out.
Unfortunately, one of the only events that Haley and Tim signed up for that would be available for you two is Romantic Dinner for Two, which is a weird thing for Gen Con to host, but
Yeah, that was. It was a weird. It was a weird thing to do first this year, but they really were just trying to entice all comers.
yeah, and they're like, happy 67th anniversary of Gen Con, guys.
67 is the number of love.
Yeah, we've always said that.
Well, at 67, most people are retired, so like, you know, there's plenty of time for doing things
Most
like romantic dinners.
Love when most people have romantic dinners.
Pipo.
Oh God, did I say it like that?
Not quite that bad.
No, it wasn't nearly as bad as I made it.
Also, Owen's here.
I think.
Apparently not. But yeah, so if there's something that like I can slide into, I'd be happy to. I think it'll be. Yeah, I'm happy to just get out and do something. Considering I've been sort of overly cautious in general, just given everything.
I basically never leave my home.
Yeah, same.
Oh, and there he goes.
I have done exceptionally well to begin this fight.
I got one ultra on him and he passed out, so that must have been mostly you.
Can I be heard now?
Yes.
You're a little quiet, but yes.
I did not understand.
What kind of events did you sign up for that you can like think of off the top of your head?
Well, there's the crochet Pokemon, but we had to like pay for that, so Haley is going to that one.
Is Elaine hosting that?
You would think so. And then there is, I think, one RPG. Maybe there's not this year. There was something called Tortuga 1776 or something. That's like some kind of pirate-y type board game that we signed up for. It's nothing too crazy. Obviously, it's pretty pared down this year, so
Yeah.
there wasn't like a ton of variety of stuff to sign up for.
Yep. Makes sense. Yeah. If there's something I can join you with, I will. I mean, it'll be very interesting, given what we're doing with that one, where it's like, I'm definitely Haley. Why would you ask?
Hello,
Well,
yes, I am Brian.
For stuff like that, it actually doesn't matter.
I know, yeah.
Like we've done it before, where I mean, like, if not enough people show up to an event, you could just have any random person fill in the spot. Like if you have a friend or whatever.
I mean, in that case, we could probably just tell them the truth that like this person is actually in a performance that they weren't. Like,
yeah, I mean, for events, that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm just filling in.
As long as you don't show them your pass.
Yeah, it'll be conveniently turned around.
Yeah.
Just don't walk up and be like, I'm sorry, I'm a criminal, I'm committing a crime by being here. I don't know what your thoughts on criminals are here at Gen Con.
I lied, like a liar.
That's what John Mulaney said when he revealed that he was cheating on his wife.
Yes.
Oh, is that what happened? I
believe that is the case. When at some point when we were visiting in person, what is it, like Olivia Munn or something he is dating now?
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I only know because Duncan was like, oh, he's dating Olivia Munn now and she's hot. And I'm like, but what about the marriage? His entire comedic shtick was the man who actually loves his wife.
He was very much a wife guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Is Olivia Munn, was she the one dating Brett Favre?
Maybe, like...
No idea.
Like, obviously nothing against Olivia Munn, but I feel like she has kind of dated a lot of different celebrities.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to remember, because there's a person I get mixed up with, like, Olivia Munn mixed up with.
Olivia Munn.
Thank you, Chris. That's them.
She was, for some reason, in X-Men Apocalypse, I think? She was some mutant that I don't know, and I also didn't see that movie. I just remember she was in it.
I think she was Magic.
She was Apocalypse. The DC character.
That was Oscar Isaacs.
Also, Apocalypse is, you got it right. Apocalypse is a Marvel character.
Who's
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Well, there's...
No, who's the one that's like the Thanos equivalent? Darkseid?
Yeah, Darkseid.
No, Galactus is Marvel.
How about now? Can I be heard now?
Yes. God damn it! Why can't I just turn it around?
Sorry, I was setting up my microphone because my computer was being stupid.
It's nice and bassy.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah,
Thanks
Darkseid.
him for that one.
He's on the planet Apocalypse. Is
Ah,
probably what you're thinking of. Apocalypse spelled like APOK. Apocalypse.
Yeah,
like
with-
ALIPS.
yeah.
Like a city in Greece.
Yeah. Well, I think
Not
it is
just
kinda
a
Greek.
city in Greece.
The new gods, I think, is honestly like kind of Greek.
Oh, okay. Also, yes, I wasn't able to say anything, but Olivia Munn did date Brett Favre.
Okay, yes,
no, it
that's who I'm thinking
Jesus
of.
Christ! What happened to that Teostra?
and
I was
Aaron
thinking-
Rodgers, I think, at one point.
Yeah, see, that's what
Wait.
I'm saying.
If you
Yeah,
and Tim
so
both
Aaron-
have the same memory of that, then
Well, it was Aaron Rodgers I was thinking of. I definitely knew she dated
Yes,
Aaron Rodgers,
it
and I
was-
got the
it was the Green Bay
quarterbacks
Packers
mixed up.
quarterback.
I remember him for his time on the New York Jets.
Yes.
Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
Olivia Munn. Starting
Unfortunately, she had a down year.
That time she pretended to be a man to play on the New York Jets and did very well for herself.
Still
She
did.
moved on. Wanna man herself.
Called Mulan?
Still did better than Sam Darnold.
Yes. Well, that's not difficult.
Yeah, that's. Apparently, John Mulaney and Olivia Munn are expecting a child already.
Oh no.
Mm.
So if he knocked her up and then
Hence the very sudden
Hey.
divorce
we're getting divorced.
because of the bad things that I did to you.
Yes. It's not you, it's me.
No one can ever listen to my first 3 comedy specials the same way again.
Nope. Because just like everyone else, I'm a terrible person.
Hey.
At least he's not a terrible person because of the debilitating drug addiction. It's just because he doesn't care about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
I blame MC Scat Cat or whatever that policeman's name was.
Yeah, MC Scat Cat.
Okay, I thought
That's what happens when a girl gets you to a second location.
Be-da-da-ba-da. You cheated on your wife, John.
You're an adulterer.
Oh God.
Give me that rear end.
smack something off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smack that butt. Smack 4 halves
So-
of butt.
All right. Back to the conversation we're having. Doomsday is the guy who killed Superman, and then Darkseid is the weird space god. And then Apocalypse is the mutant,
Okay.
born in ancient Egypt.
Yes, that's right.
In my Marvel reading, I have yet to like. My only encounters with X-Men characters, weirdly enough, is what's his name, Quinn Quemby or something like that, who shows up very briefly in the most recent West Coast Avengers. Also, I think he dates Gwenpool. And then when Gwenpool says she's going to sleep with every member of the Fantastic Four in order to get more press so she doesn't get erased from the Marvel Universe. So she breaks into their mansion. It does not work out.
I guess that tracks for a Deadpool type character, but man, I would not expect that based on her character design,
No.
which is just
Leave me alone.
cutesy Deadpool.
Yeah.
It is a little bit out of character in that run because that's like a second very short run that isn't like by her creator and primary writers, entirely just to be like the shtick of she knows she's in a comic book and she knows she isn't popular, so she's trying to get any attention she can. And so the Fantastic Four thing is like, hey, even bad press is press. Anyway,
Yes,
should I watch Logan?
Yes.
Yeah, most people would say yes.
I haven't watched the most the most X-Men movie I have watched is when we watched the last half of First Class that one time.
You've never seen another X-Men movie?
I've never seen another X-Men movie.
Really?
Does the last half mostly deal with Charles and
It's when they're in
Magneto?
Cuba.
I believe so.
the band
We came in
invasion.
when like the young upstarts are in like the home or whatever, and then Darwin gets exploded into space or something.
Oh yeah, the part of the movie that sucks.
Yes.
He gets a ball of pure energy put into his body, and he can't adapt
Yes.
to it. Which
Yeah,
is
and then he like implodes and turns to stone.
Kevin
This
Bacon.
guy's
put
power is
all-
that sorry. This guy's power is that he doesn't die. Well, better kill him first.
Better kill him immediately as soon as everyone's like, "Hey, he's cool."
Yeah.
But also, I would absolutely not say Logan is the one to start with if you're looking
No.
at watch the
No.
X-Men movies.
Most people consider it the best X-Men movie.
It's
I mean,
good.
yeah.
I like it.
But I
I don't
wouldn't
know
watch
if I-
that one before watching any of the other.
No.
X-Men
No.
movies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that was... Oh, right, it's not a fucking Lunastra.
Yeah.
But I did go from doing very well in this fight to nothing in the past 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's been just hopping around a lot.
He's been chasing me a lot, and so he's like running it to like for me as I'm trying to get away and not die.
Like, I didn't get hit for the first 10 minutes, and then in the past 5 minutes, I've been below the Moxie threshold twice.
Gotta remember to use my freaking guard more.
Anyway,
X-Men.
yeah, first class. First class is good when Charles and Eric are on screen, and pretty bad when anyone else is on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of what you could say about every other
Yeah.
film those two actors portray those characters.
Yes.
You're not wrong. I like Hugh Jackman in like the first couple movies.
I like Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman as well, but he's
Stop.
I mean-
not in. Well, he's not in First Class, or he is very briefly.
One scene,
Yeah.
which was
That's
also
it.
actually,
Is that where he tells them to
Yeah.
fuck off?
yes,
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
yeah.
Hmm. I enjoyed Days of Future Past.
I kind of liked that one.
It's okay.
But
But
it,
again,
I feel like
mostly
when it came out, it was more exciting because it was like, oh, good, a fresh start for X-Men, and then every movie after that was awful.
yes. And again, like you guys said, I mean, really the most captivating parts of that movie are young Eric and Charles getting angry at each other.
Yeah. The kids are not good.
The kids are not all right, unfortunately.
No.
Sorry, Roger Taylor. That's not.
It's not
that's
just a,
not who,
it's not
right?
just a very strange group of people to like use.
Yeah, like Kitty, whatever.
I don't know. This is a drama.
And
Whoops.
Suddenly,
Pixie.
she gains the power to like teleport her conscience back, or other people's conscience back in time. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is Mystique.
Oh, I was actually talking about. Yes.
About it.
I'm just listing things I know about the X-Men movies.
Zendaya.
There.
Meek.
Well, I was actually talking about the First Class. The children in that movie were just a weird group of mutants to like have as
Yeah,
the
that's
new
awesome.
X-Men. I actually
Yeah.
like the random X-Men characters they used in
Future Past.
Days of Future Past. Like I liked Lincoln Bishop.
Like, they have a guy in First Class who's just Cyclops, but out his chest.
Yeah, that's his brother.
his actual. Oh, it's his brother.
Yeah, in the comics, it's his
That is
brother.
not stated in the film at all.
No.
Oh, Cyclops is also in the Champions. But a young Cyclops before he came back from the future because in the future he killed everyone with his Cyclops powers, and then he's a kid and I don't understand that shit at all, man.
I think at one point, one of the gimmicks with X-Men is that they brought back all the 60s X-Men. And so it's like Jean Grey and the Beast and Iceman and Cyclops. And it was like, they're like young children when they're like still like hopeful and not like either committed genocide or the victims of genocide. Because every X-Men character eventually becomes one of those two.
Yeah.
Seems like a weird funnel.
I mean, they basically either fall in Magneto's camp or in Charles' camp.
And yeah, Magneto likes to commit genocide, and Charles likes to be the victim of genocide. No, it doesn't like to be, but
I don't think.
I would really love to be the victim of
You know what
genocide.
I'm just. You know what this day could use?
poorly put.
My entire race being wiped out of existence.
Hey, Magneto, get over here, please.
I guess what I'm trying to say, he like believes in the inherent goodness of other people, and he's always proved
Right.
wrong, and just never
Yeah.
learns.
Anyway, sorry for
but-
derailing you, Tim.
Was I saying something? I don't even remember at this point.
You mentioned
Well-
Cyclops' chest brother.
Yeah,
Oh, that was all I was gonna say.
Havoc or something.
That sounds right.
But honestly, Chris, if you want an X-Men comic, they recently rebooted X-Men with House of X and like Days of X or something. That was like these two like miniseries that
I feel like I've
Ran.
heard of Days of X,
I have read those, and they are very good.
and it's
they
like a
kinda just-
reboot.
It's a soft reboot. It's like
I'll take a soft reboot.
where like they were just like, okay, the X-Men are not going to be like pushed around anymore, and then they like gave them their own island, and
Guys, do we have weapons that do damage? You guys have weapons that do damage on?
yeah, I've got my nice hammer. But-
I maybe could have a nicer switch axe.
You have the origami one on, don't you?
Yeah, I fully upgraded it. It has white. It's the most white sharpness of any switch axe I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was like, I recognize that lift into the air.
I got away.
It's strangely close to the ground here, but
Yeah, but I read those miniseries and they were good, and I think people have generally really liked what they've done afterwards with it. So that's definitely something you could read. And honestly, it might
I
be-
still got about 150 Moon Knight comics to get through.
all right.
I can
Honestly,
multitask though.
Those might be old enough that they're on Marvel Unlimited at this point.
Probably. It has
I'm-
like fucking 22,000 issues.
Yeah, it's a great service. Like
Yeah.
as comics go.
Granted, they literally just updated the app and made it almost unusable, but other than that,
Yeah.
how did they manage that?
Crush
when
everything
you
that's
search
good.
for things to try and sort to try and like find a comic, you used to be able to like, sort things in any way whatsoever, and now it's just in a seemingly completely random order. For example, when I was reading Moon Knight, I was reading from the beginning, and now when I go to the Moon Knight page, there's no way to sort by appearance at all, so I can't see anytime he was in like a Spider-Man for a single time. And also,
That's
I
stupid.
can't sort chronologically in any direction, or in alphabetical, or any way you would want to sort things.
Yeah. How is Moon Knight?
I'm a little disappointed that he's just another rich guy.
Mm. Is
But
he like as goofy as all the memes have led me to believe?
he's slowly he's like a little quippy at least, and there's my bombs, and he's slowly but surely getting into more supernatural shit,
All right.
which is good, because initially he was just like, I'm doing the Spider-Man thing and the Daredevil thing and the Iron Fist thing and the Luke Cage. Everyone just beats up small-time criminals in New York, and then one guy shows up and they're like, no, this guy's really bad, and then he's gone. That's just everyone in New York.
That's how Marvel did their thing.
Yeah, but he's slowly getting more and more into like voodoo is a thing in 70s and 80s Marvel, which feels
Yep.
weirdly appropriative, but also they're like, hey, white people don't understand what the fuck is going on in Haiti, and they shouldn't like come in with their opinions about it. And I'm like, that's appreciated.
You guys didn't acknowledge how cool my kill was.
No, there was a
very cool.
lot of shit going on, and I was scared. And there's also now a recurring villain, Morpheus, who was like tortured into not being able to sleep, and now he just cannot sleep anymore. And when he is not sleeping, he builds up mystical mind powers of darkness.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like, that's dumb shit. I love it. That's not just, these guys are gonna kidnap the mayor, Moon Knight. Use one of your 4 personas to stop this.
While also making alliterative puns.
Gotta make a litter of puns. What are you doing? I have so many Teostra tales.
How many did you have?
3!
Hey, I got a 10. So you guys didn't see how I just like
No.
shot the Magnemello like a missile at him to kill him?
Oh, you shot them. I could not conceive. There were just explosions everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a little bit too busy to really like perceive anything.
It looked very
didn't
cool.
save it.
It looked
I
very cool
imagined
in
that
that there were
it's really
explosions
cool.
everywhere. Oh, right, I still don't have the cap because now I have to do the Ibushi and Narwa fight again. Oh, but I at least got the cap unlocked. 76.
Trombone.
In the marching band.
That was an Mr. Stephen Eggleston staple. Anytime anyone said 76, he'd just be like, trombones?
Good lord.
Sounds like my kind of joke.
It's a very bad director thing to do.
Yes.
I mean, listen, because of Gretch, I will always think of 2:30. Good time to go to the
know.
dentist. I used that one the other day.
So bad.
He and Eggleston are cut from the same cloth because Eggleston used that joke all the time.
I mean, they were literally friends, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they went to Butler together, I'm pretty sure. Or not Butler, I'm sorry, Michigan.
The butler of public Michigan.
It's also where they met Shelley, maybe?
I
As
think
opposed
so.
to what, the Michigan State?
Or did they all go to... No, because they didn't all go to grad school at Butler.
I do not know.
I know Eggleston did. He went to Butler and Michigan. I do know that. I just don't remember what order it was in.
Owen can post quests now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guessed what the password was because it wasn't 222, so I just went down until I hit the right number.
Fucking fooled you.
Yeah, you goofed me. I don't even know what I was working on.
Okay,
I got
yeah,
the
this is-
cool scythe now.
This is a couple off of my most raw attack for switch axes, but it is the most white sharpness by a considerable margin, and also I just made it, which is why I used it. But
Yeah, I think we must have just not been hitting it enough.
he had that like 5-minute stretch where he was just like he was eating ass,
Yeah.
Eating ass.
taking names.
Mm-hmm. He's all out of names.
I'm all out of ass. Where does that leave us?
That's how that quote goes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eating ass and taking names. I'm all out of names.
Listen, I can rattle off names all day long.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember how
Jilbin, that's the most popular one. Actually, it has recently taken over Muhammad's spot as the most common first name in the world.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim, you were saying?
you guys remember how Reggie's first appearance, he said, "We're Nintendo, and we're about kicking ass and taking names." And then he never did anything but like really wholesome press conferences ever again.
I think he specifically said he was about kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, and he had to. It was him acknowledging that he had to like change if he wanted to fit into Nintendo.
Oh, was it?
No, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched the entire press conference. But...
Source?
I've literally
I
only
made it
seen
up.
those 3 seconds.
A complete fabrication. An utter lie.
We made it up.
It's false.
Except that one clip of him like tripping up and saying PSP and then just fucking flipping it and massively shading Sony in one sentence.
Yeah, what was that again?
He was talking about, he's like, people said we couldn't get the PSP to Europe or something like that. And then immediately you see him like blink and then he's like, but that's Sony's problem. He's like, but that's not my problem. Or something like that. It was so funnily smooth.
That's what they call them.
Yeah.
Funnily smooth.
It's like a funnel, but it's smooth. You know, instead of all those
Like that one
fucking
Ace Trainer in Victory Road in Pokemon X and Y.
What about them?
funnily?
No, they in Griffin's Nuzlocke, one of the guys he fights, one of the Ace Trainers he fights in Victory Road says, "My body is ready."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So he just calls him Ace Trainer Reggie.
It's a good
He said
Nuzlocke.
something else too.
Are you putting some up?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what we should do. You guys want to hunt an Arzuros and a Kuluyaku?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Is it called Divine Comedy?
Yes.
I've never gotten.